Buster, how do you know if any of this stuff is true?
What do you mean?
How do you know someone didn't just make it up?
What? You mean just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
I'm addressing you guys in this way, so that obviously means that something happened. The last time we had one of these conversations, it was because somebody made a shitty fake Heart of Darkness Kickstarter on Indiegogo. You guys remember that? The delicious meal. Well, unfortunately, this is significantly less fun, and is, pretty bad. Those of you who are unfamiliar, the Heart of Darkness fandom has to deal with some pretty awful people. People who attack us, attack the devs, make up lies against the game's devs, etc., harass the fans, send people death threats, a whole slew of awful crap. Generally, Heart of Darkness fans have had a pretty tough time since 2014, and I've seen pretty much all of it. I've been on the receiving end of the majority of the abuse and shit. Well, if it's any consolation, the people who are doing it, I can now safely say, are fascists. And I'm gonna show you this. Yep. That's Paul. For those of you who don't know, this is the board on 4chan where a bunch of Nazis are talking about how much they hate people that they don't like. They're pretty infamous online for pretty much that. Making up things, spreading fake information, just generally being shitty people. And 4chan was where the false allegations against Amazing Studio come from. You'll notice, full transparency, I have gone into editing the HTML of the page to remove words that would be considered non-marketable for YouTube. So, full transparency that I have edited some of these words out, but it's only like hate words and like really bad language that could get this video censored. And whenever I've done it, I've put it in the little brackets, so you know. Basically, I wanted to keep this video as safe for work as possible, so I could just warn people that there are people who are making up things about the game online. So let's actually go through this mess. These people talk about how the game has child abuse symbolism, and they're claiming that the cutscenes have sexual shots of Andy, which they don't. And you'll notice this guy is in Iceland, but the majority of people here are in America, because Americans are the perpetrators of this shit. So we scroll down and we see this. Now that is the BL triangle, and for those of you who don't know, that is a real symbol that child abusers use. However, what they've done is they have taken a screenshot of Andy's computer from the game, and they have edited this logo in. It doesn't actually appear in the game. They have actually edited a screenshot from the game to make it look like the symbol is in the game. And the reason why they associate this symbol, the whole basis of this argument, is that it looks like the Amazing Studio logo. However, you'll notice that they're both spiral triangles, but they're not the same. The Amazing Studio logo noticeably has the start of the spiral in a different position. It has a different amount of spirals, and it is a different color. The way that the BL triangle is supposed to work, it's essentially a Jesus fish for boy abusers. It's supposed to be blue, it has to be blue, and it has to have two spirals inside. The Amazing Studio logo is silver, it's always silver, and it does not have just two spirals inside, it has 1, 2, 3. So essentially, they just happen to look the same. I'm pretty sure the Amazing Studio logo was even designed before the BL triangle was used, which just goes to show you it's just a coincidence. But of course, these people jump on it because they're scavengers is what they do. So basically, they've edited the symbol into the game. It's not in the game. It's not present in the game. They've edited it in there, and they're acting like it's actually there. So the logo of the French company that made it. This is the actual Amazing Studio logo. You can see they're similar, but they're not the same. People are just blindly believing this. Here once again they say whole cutscene is just constant shots of the kid's ass. No, it's just the camera behind him, you losers. And they've linked to the opening cutscene. This person's just like, please don't ruin my childhood, I love this game as a kid. Yeah. So people are criticizing these people, but unfortunately they're in a place where it's encouraged. See, they're going, cutting's really fast, but you're not kidding. I can't be the first person to notice this. You freaking loser. It's Iceland guy again. Also shows Saturn for 10 seconds. Oh dear. Now, these people are obsessed with the planet of Saturn. And I'm going to explain a little bit later why that is. So, these people are talking about, oh, we should check the backgrounds of the developers and all that. I reacted to that. They also give the planet Saturn more attention. Oh, is this a coincidence? And see, once again, that is an actual use of the triangle. This is the actual triangle, you'll note. It's always blue, and it's always 2 spirals. The Amazing logo is not matching the only 2 criteria that the actual logo has. It's completely different. It just looks the same. I mean, these people also freak out about the Triforce in Legend of Zelda for being a triangle, so, yeah. Once again, they're talking about Saturn. These people love Saturn. Then this guy, bless his soul. Everybody shut the F up, this is now a Pajama Sam thread. And they're just like, chatbot detected. And we'll get to Pajama Sam guy later. But for now, running away from the professor across a checkerboard floor. These people also like checkerboards. They don't really explain why either. Once again, they freak out because the Amazing Studio logo looks like the one, but it isn't. What in the fuck? Yeah, me too. Me too. You Swede. These people are freaking insane. And this person points out that you can't actually find this in the opening cutscene. Maybe I'm watching a re-release version. No. This person is posting propaganda that has been edited. And then, Pajama Sam guy comes back, call me a chatbot again and see what happens to your precious lunchbox. I love you. Either that was some sort of region thing, or the people I was watching the gameplay of edited that in, and this is actually what happened. There's this jackass named Niall, and for some reason he started this whole mess. I can only assume he's just some asshole. And note, Earth in the intro, nearly all of the clouds are the triangle. No, they're not. They're just swirls. These people think swirls and triangles are like the symbol. And then, of course, they're saying nasty, horrible things about Eric. Jesus Christ. Have you no fucking shame? Like, I'm pretty sure the Paul people, they get mad when the left spreads fake allegations against game developers, but apparently it's okay when they do it. That's not even the BL triangle, those are rounded. Those are the worst BL triangle. No, they're just freaking spirals. They're just spirals. It's Dreamcast, the worst version of the triangle of all. Even Let's Players know about the spiral. No, it's literally Niall. It's this jackass named Niall. They talk about, see, it's fake. They're saying that for attention. Now they're gonna bring up Steven Spielberg. And you know, the only reason why Paul hates Steven Spielberg, I'm not gonna say it, but I mean, it's what you think it is. Knew it would be Oni. See, it's this guy called Oni. No one has mentioned the black slime monsters. They don't hump him. They hug him. It's a hug. They don't repeatedly hump him. They just, like, hug. It's like a bear hug. It's described as a bear hug in the game. Then, you see there's this wonderful collage. The logo, the Amazing logo, Saturn, the planet, the checkerboard, because apparently that's a thing, and Andy's eye for some unknown reason that we'll get to later. Alright, first collage is done. This isn't looking so good. Yeah, for you, American. In what way does it seem non-credible or not looking good for the game itself? Okay, I think these guys added it as a joke. Well, it was a shitty fucking joke. I think we should just cancel Nile. Spielberg wanted to make a movie of it. This game scared me. Right, looks like Dave Ropefer was responsible for the game. You're an asshole. Please die. And maybe better variant. They didn't really change it. No, I don't play games. Keep this shit on V. No, this shit is not allowed on V. Somebody's talking about how he has a sealed copy of the game. Oni again. I'm just gonna cut some of this. It's not really important. Talking about Eric. They're saying that Eric's the reason for the symbols for some reason. No proof. Just that Wikipedia says he found it amazing. It has an accent over the E in Eric. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the fact that they're pointing that out has not very nice reasoning behind that. Like, how dare he spell his name in a certain way? Like, wow. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I'm definitely better off than the people in this thread, so... Look at this person. You gotta love this person. Lots of this ginger kid in the game getting bored also, of course. The person's talking about future wars. Man, I was playing this game or so a year ago, and I took note of the UFO being in a game about time travel. These, then, allegation word, are really into UFOs, aliens, time travel, and interdimensional travel. Because it's cool, you freaking loser. Wow. Somebody's talking about how they wanted the game, but their dad wouldn't get it because it has the name of a shitty book. And they're talking about how it's really trying to be a Spielberg movie. They're talking about this pizza thing. For those of you who don't know, this was something that 4chan made up. They said about how there was this evil pizza shop or something that was associated with child abuse and the Democrats. It was all a load of bullshit, but they still act like it's real, even though the floor was wiped with them after it was revealed to all be just made up. Well, there's talking about Saturn again. They're just pointing out Saturn like, wow, Saturn is a planet and it exists, and they showed it in this game. Illuminati confirmed. Using gifs of Hitler, very classy. Here we go. Heart of Darkness checkerboard.png. I hate these people. Why are they like this? Once again, American. Go to bed. This kid is wearing a blue shirt with a red ascot and shoes. Oh wow, who doesn't wear shoes? Blue and red occult scheme. Oh no, the occult. I think the red ascot symbolizes a military college. What? It's a bandana, and it has nothing to do with that. The teacher talks about an eclipse of the sun, just as they show a checkerboard floor. His hat is blue and yellow. Blue and yellow was the original Freemason outfit color scheme. Wow, the yellow emblem kind of looks like a square. I'm gonna put up a picture of what the emblem on his hat actually looks like. I'll give you a hint. It's not a square, okay? It's a triangle. It's Illuminati, not Freemasons. Get your stupid conspiracy theories right. The sun and moon focus is very Masonic, because the sun and moon were invented by the Freemasons. His dog is black and white. Oh, wow. Wow. Confirmed. Point in a circle symbolism with the eclipse in his iris reflection. Also looks like Horus eye symbolism. This just in. If you have eyes, you are a symbol of the Horus eye. You're not allowed to have eyes anymore. Gouge your eyes out. Oh, here we go. Here's some really crazy shit. Just shows how delusional these people are. There were a lot of people talking about how little gray men in abduction dreams are actually demons, and that the nightmare will end if you say Jesus Christ's name. This is the sort of people that's posting this thread. Also note he's American. Oh, okay, here we go. Some more shit with the Pythagorean theorem about the color orange. His eyes are green and he has orange hair. Cell in Dragon Ball Z and Reptar and Rugrats have the same color scheme. I don't know how to tell you this, but orange hair and green eyes is a thing that actually happens, and it's called being a redhead. It's called, are you okay? Have you ever been outside before? I'm so fucking confused. I think it symbolizes the emerald tablets of Thoth, orange heads up to 33 in Pythagorean. Oh my... Why? Why are these people like this? Why? Okay, this person responds to the guy who thinks that aliens are demons and you can make them go away by saying Jesus. What's a demon then? And why does saying a guy's name do anything? Okay. I forgot to get rid of this, but yeah, they're throwing around the word autism like it's an insult, and schizophrenic like it's an insult. Oh, looky here. Fish is calling his master is apparently noteworthy. I don't know why. This person just responds to it with neat. Honestly. Oh. And in case you're wondering what this means, that's anti-Semitism. That's what that is when you put it in the brackets like that. Aliens are just demons. GA only said this like 3 years ago. Talk about slow. Keep digging add-ons and red pill the masses. I think this is because America and where is this? Australia? New Zealand. I'm disappointed in you. I think a lot of this is because Americans have no access to mental health. Like, that's why so many of these people are American, which is really sad because there's no cure except for, universal health care. Oh, here we go. At 8:45, he hands him a kidnapped Earth boy. Spoiler, it's actually his dog. This is after a bunch of talk praising the Supreme Master. It's actually Master of Darkness, but I know you're just high on that Freemason shit, so... More of the 33. This person just says rare. This person, my new hero, this frickin' dog has a goddamn snapback. I like people just trying to derail the thread. If you look where the two circles intertwine, you get the all-seeing eye of you-know-who. This is so threatening. This is so threatening. I don't know who. I don't know who, Mr. New Zealand. Who? The Master of Darkness? I'm scared. Okay. So, lightning bolts are apparently a thing. They're saying fireballs are shooting up Andy's butt, but they're not. They're just flying around all over the place. I mean, they're not hitting him in the butt at all. Stop lying. This looks like the first Mighty Max episode. Oh no, it was only a matter of time. Mighty Max is deliberately has a bunch of Masonic stuff in it. It talks about Atlantis and stuff. Oh no. What does that even mean? What does this mean? What does this mean exactly? I'm so confused. The fire symbolizes Vulcan. Oh, okay. So now Star Trek is real. Sure. Mighty Max equals MM equals 33. Oh no. Cosmic Cap, Red Master Mason Cap equals CC equals 33. Oh, volcanoes. Volcanic Island, Egyptian hieroglyphics. Oh dear. What? Is that real? Did the Freemasons invent baseball? Oh, okay. Alright. Fowl equals owl. Alright, sure. Oh, what is wrong with people? Volcanoes and fire are often Masonic references to the god of fire. They're also a thing that exists in real life and people talk about sometimes. Please go outside. His game From Dust is... yeah, they said a word I didn't understand. It's probably a slur. I'm really disappointed in you. How dare you? How dare you share my country with me? How dare you? You need to leave. Okay? You need to get out. You're not welcome here. You need to leave. Oh, here we go. Floating island. Rainbow. Palm trees.
Wow, this is better than Hawaii.
It's talking about the Masons celebrating Hawaii. And then they said the villagers start feeling the kid up. No, they don't. They don't touch him. They don't touch Andy. One of them tries to bite him, but they don't touch him. They're very respectful of his personal space. And then, don't you dare come for my apple on a pillar. What does the apple on the pillar have to do with the Freemasons? You need to stop. Once again, American. Okay, here we go. More delusional stuff. I had a nightmare not too long ago where I was in a terrifying dark house filled with undead-ish people. Wasn't scared at first, but shit started getting intense and the souls started to come towards me. Before I started to say Jesus over and over, they shriveled in fear and agony and looked away. I felt incredibly empowered. I then woke up in that moment, still whispering Jesus into my pillow. Oh my god. These people need, mental therapy. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Americans. What the hell? That's not normal. That's not normal. You need help. Oh, the triangle. They're saying the triangle's on the planet. It's not. It's a swirl. It's clouds. And then this person, their flag is just the "Don't Tread on Me" snake. This entire thing needed to be redacted. It was just them saying the N-word 6,000 times. Then they're like, "The appointed time draws closer and the smoldering darkness within grows thicker." I don't know why. Oh, this person's talking about the checkerboard, and they say it's Freemason symbolism. Okay, glad we got that cleared out. Glad that that's been addressed. It's all going back to the Freemasons. It's all the Freemasons, isn't it? Yeah, great. 10 out of 10. I'm so impressed. Wonderful detective work y'all have done. No mention of the Illuminati. It's just the Freemasons. I don't know why. I guess the Illuminati's too much of a meme at this point. Another World has the same plot as some movie from the 80s. Some dude trapped in alien world who become friends with an enemy LMAO. The game has an interdimensional portal in the beginning, but I don't know about the movie. Okay, and that has to do with the Freemasons. How? This person's bumping it. This person responds about the aliens. Can confirm, I had tons of night terror and feelings of someone on or something behind me in my room. Jesus' name makes that go away immediately. There are things beyond our understanding. Yes, that is very clear to me. There are very obviously things beyond your understanding. And that thing is rational thought, common sense, and not being an absolute fucking moron. So yeah, these people are wild, delusional, and I'd like to say batshit freaking insane. They're making up all this horrible shit about Amazing Studio because, I don't know, Freemasons and Steven Spielberg and checkerboards and triangles looking too similar to other triangles. But honestly, this is the sort of stuff we've had to deal with for a while now. And you'll see people in the YouTube comment section being like, Heart of Darkness is secretly, something made by child abusers because the Amazing Studio logo is a triangle. If you see people talking about this shit, tell them off. Because you've seen their evidence now. This is the evidence that they're spreading in their threads that they think other people can't see. This is how poll works, is they'll make up a bunch of bull crap, and then their threads get archived, and then they try to spread it on regular websites, and try to argue their points and use doctored screenshots because they know, because of the nature of current call-out culture, that people don't actually check evidence. They don't realize that this is all just made up from 4chan. But I've showed you guys, I've showed you how delusional this stuff is with the 33 and the checkerboards and the black and white and the orange hair and green eyes is Masonic. And so hopefully you guys know that this is just all a load of bullcrap. And yeah, honestly, it's very disheartening to know that these people just really want to defame and slander these indie French game developers for seemingly no reason. Because, what are you going to do? There's no way to enforce, libel and slander on the internet, really. You'd want these people to, have to pay out, thousands of dollars and, go to prison for this, but how are you going to enforce it, And what we can do is we can spread just how stupid this shit is and hope that, people realize. But, if there's one positive from this, I can now truthfully say, based on this evidence, that the Heart of Darkness haters are fascists. They're neo-Nazis. And, well, if your favorite video game isn't hated by neo-Nazis, you need to step up your game. At least this means they won't like it. I guess that's a positive, right? Anyways, it's like almost 2 a.m. and I'm super tired. I'm gonna have to edit this for a bit. I'm gonna upload it. Hope YouTube doesn't take it down. Hey everybody, it's Finsterhund here in the editing bay. Just letting you guys know that I accidentally recorded my screen a bit too high. So I've rectified the situation, but a lot of the mouse clicks and scrolling isn't really going to match up with the text on screen and the things I'm saying. But I managed to fix it so you guys can see what's going on. Also, as for why the whole Saturn thing is constantly being brought up, I looked and I eventually found a thread that offhandedly mentioned that the god Saturn ate his own kids, and so now they're like child-eating Saturn worshippers or whatever. I don't freaking know, okay? I'm tired. Just don't listen to these people. They're off their rockers, and you shouldn't trust anything these people are saying. And unfortunately, because of the computer I currently have, editing is pretty hard. Basically, the computer I have isn't suitable for video editing, so I had to really work my butt off to actually make this presentable. That's why it took so long. But hopefully this informs a bunch of people who keep, believing this sort of crap. Because it's not true. It's just people getting mad. It's old man yells at cloud, okay? It's literally, there's these clouds in Heart of Darkness, and they think that they're like these evil swirls. It's... do your research, everybody, alright? I'll talk to you guys later. But yeah, I guess Eric Chahi is a Freemason. That's something, isn't it? I don't even know what the Freemasons do.